guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We are back here at Dream Giveaway Garage, and guess what? I have one heck of a bad mamma jamma kind of truck. It's this vehicle right here. What is this? This is a 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD PRO. But before we get into this lightly modded, beefed up off-roader, let's talk about what's going on here. There's been a lot of excitement happening in the full-size truck segment, especially with the introduction of this redesigned Tundra. It's been a hot minute since we've had an all-new Tundra, and Toyota decided to really be unique with the way they went in that direction. Now, of course, you can still get all the great grades of the Tundra, from the Platinum to the SR5 to the Limited, but it's the TRD Pro that brings that off-road supremacy. But what I want to find out is, if you're looking for a great new truck, maybe even the best new truck, especially if you're thinking about off-roading, do you go TRD Pro, or maybe do you go with one of its main rivals, the Ford Raptor? Let's go ahead, let's dive into this 2023 TRD Pro Tundra and find out. Right off the bat, the color. Solar octane. You wouldn't think an orange truck would look good, but boy, oh boy, does it fit it to a T. Now, at the front end of the business, what are we getting? We're getting great LED lighting everywhere. Headlights, turn signals, daytime running lamps, even the side marker lights. The way that they put it nicely into that fender flare, LED all day long. We have functional corner air curtains to help channel that air. And then as we come across the front grille area, look at what we got. That triple LED marker light, and we have a massive rectangular LED light bar. Of course, we have the Toyota Heritage badge. Looks so good at the front of this truck. Large open grille to help flow tons of air. Forward-facing camera. My only zonk about the forward-facing camera, no actual sprayer to clean the camera off. And then we do have our LED fog lamps nicely integrated into that lower bumper, the Tundra name. And then I'm really digging the camo-tech texture that they're doing. Underneath, plenty of ground clearance. And you hear that? We have metal skid plates, TRD metal skid plates, underneath the belly of this beast to protect all the inner bits. Now, if you compare this to a Raptor, Raptor's gonna have a little bit more ground clearance. Raptor has a little bit more width to the front of the vehicle, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about what this Tundra TRD Pro is bringing. As we rise up, dig in the hood, the one thing it's missing is a heat extractor. Now on the Raptor, you get a nice size heat extractor with that bulge in the center. What they did on the TRD Pro is they give you these two black areas, but they're not functional. Like, it's nice that it says actually TRD Pro, but these are not functional heat extractors. That is a missed opportunity, but I do like the way everything interlocks together very nicely. Now, as we go wide around the fender flare, one of the tasteful mods, the simple mods on this particular Tundra TRD Pro are these Vision branded wheels. Nice flat black, interesting spoke design. You can see how Dream Giveaway Garage went ahead and got a little bit of solar octane on the calipers to really kind of blend it in nicely with what's going on with the exterior of the truck. This is a 20-inch wheel, 20-inch wheel with a massive tire wrapped around it. These are General Grabber all-terrain tires, 305 on the width, 55 series sidewall, and then I'm gonna have Steven kind of zoom back in and show you the TRD springs. We got the Fox Racing suspension. Look at this beefy control arm up here. There's your TRD springs and the Fox shock absorbers. Obviously Fox Racing, they know what they're doing when it comes to off-roading. Now, if you're comparing this to a Raptor, the Raptor does have that better suspension. It's also a Fox Racing suspension, but it's the live wire system, which allows the shock absorbers to adjust automatically as you're off-roading. So let me know how you like your flavor of shock absorber, if you like the setup here on the TRD Pro, or if you prefer a Raptor. Now, as we go down the side, the bold lines really speak for themselves. And like I said, the orange fits it really nicely. Flat black on your mirror caps. You do have, of course, your turn signals built in, 360-degree cameras, and I'm really digging how they black out the A pillar. That's how the pillars go, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you ever see a car with pillars that go all the way out to Z, give me a call, because that's probably got to be the longest car in God's creation. Now, from the side, no running boards, nothing like that, because we want to try to keep as much space between the ground and the belly of this beast. I would like to see from the factory rock sliders. So that's going to be a zonk that this TRD Pro, meant for off-roading, does not come with rock sliders, but you'll notice that Dream Giveaway Garage added this very tasteful wrap design with the TRD Pro logo. I love, excuse me, I'm getting choked up. I love the way it's got the camo-tech design into the wrap itself. Let me know how you feel about this two-tone. If you're digging it, if you wish they would have left it off, let Dream Giveaway Garage know if you're digging that particular wrap. I know Steven is absolutely drooling right now. He loves this truck. Now, as we work towards the rear with this bed design, this is a carbon composite bed, so it's not gonna dent, it's not gonna rust. Steven's right now saying, I wanna win this truck, and Joe, you're punching it. That's because this truck can handle it, no dents. You notice down below, you can see our shock absorber, our box frame, steel box frame, beefed up. They went all four corners at Dream Giveaway Garage and painted the calipers, that's solar octane. Working towards our rear, just like up front, we have our LED lighting in the fender. We got our TRD catback exhaust. Can't wait to fire that up. And then one of my favorite features on this truck, which I'm not gonna show you yet, is actually located right here. But hold that thought for a second. They did the LED lighting really nice. Triple vertical LED lights. You got your camo-tech with more LED lighting. And then you'll notice the TRD Pro badge. Check this out. There's actually a TRD Pro Tundra in the TRD. I thought that was like a blemish. It's actually the truck. You'll notice our lower bumper, camo-tech, our reverse lights, our LED, and then of course, we have our tow capability. You got a locking rear diff, you got trail control, all these different pieces of technology to get this truck to do whatever you need it to do. I promised you something. You could open up the tailgate two different ways. You could do it right here, or watch this. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3. So right there, it's nice for when you have your hands full, you could just bump your elbow, get your pinky finger. Steven's gonna zoom in and show you the bed area of the truck, nice and wide. I do like the way you have LED lighting. The one thing I would like to see a little bit more, Steven, is if there was more tie-down locations. That to me is a little bit of a bummer, but we do have our power source in the back. You could plug in a blender and make yourself a smoothie, and then you have a rock solid tailgate. It doesn't fold, it doesn't have a speaker system in it. It does what it's supposed to, which is allow you to get, say, a dirt bike in here and you don't have to worry about this flexing. It's gonna take the punishment. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's underneath it and if it's gonna take the punishment of you going off-roading in this Tundra. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. Underneath the hood is something, like I said at the start of this video, is something very unique. What you're looking at is a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. Now you might say to me, well, Joe, a Ford Raptor, the standard Raptor has a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. This is true. Where the comparison ends is that we have the iForce Max. So what the heck does that mean? That means on the passenger side, we have an electric motor that's gonna boost us up to 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque. It is bolted to a 10-speed automatic, just like the Raptor, and it utilizes a nickel metal hydride battery. Now you might be saying, well, Joe, why doesn't it have a lithium-ion battery pack? It's because Toyota felt that the nickel metal hydride battery, being a little bit older technology that they have used for a while, is definitely bulletproof reliable. 0 to 60 in this beast, 5.6 seconds, quarter mile, 14.5 seconds, and you could tow up to 11,175 pounds. Now the truck does weigh 6,107 pounds, and you get MPGs, 19 in the city, 21 on the highway. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire this Tundra up. It doesn't have a V8, but let's see what kind of sound it does make. Let's get to it. All right, guys, we are inside this 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, this thing is a bad mamma jamma, just like you said. I want it. How much is it? Well, the great chance is that you could win this one from Dream Giveaway Garage. Remember, if you spend $25 or more and use the Rady's Rise promo code, you get double the chances to win. And remember, they do not pay me to say that. They just want to show love for the Rady's Rides family. But if you were going to buy this TRD Pro stock, not with the wheels, not with the graphics and everything else, stock MSRP, the way that this one is optioned, is right at $69,800. Let's see how it stacks up to the Raptor, to the door panels. I do like the clean body style of the door panel. You have that nice flat soft touch area, perfect for resting your arm. You have the red contrast stitching, which is a TRD Pro sign that they've used in all their vehicles. No gloss black. Of course, we have our off-road Twinkie tray, 3 off-road Twinkies. And if you're wondering what the hell is an off-road Twinkie, that's where you have chocolate fudge in the center. And then the door pocket, it's a pretty good size, but it's a little shallow. So maybe just one 6-inch cold cut combo and 2 nice bottles of IBC root beer to wash it down. Now going from the door panel to the dash, love the way they got the heritage badge here. The finishes are nice instead of, like I said, just a bunch of gloss black, soft touch, and then you're gonna get a 14-inch infotainment system. We've shown you all the features of this infotainment system already. Let me back it up. There's all your camera angles, and that's what's great about this truck, is that it's very intuitive and it's very easy to scroll through all of the different cameras and features in this truck. Like the way when you're off-roading, it gives you the pitch and roll and everything, and then you're right back to where you started. Boom. You got your dual climate control, heated seats and ventilated seats, a USB-A, a real volume knob, a TRD Pro ignition button that's worth an extra 5 horsepower, some toggle switches. This is where you can lock the rear diff. You got wireless charging, a nice cubby for some, I would say, some whatchamacallit bars. You get about 6 whatchamacallit bars in there. This is your shifter for the 10-speed automatic with the TRD red. What does TRD stand for? Toyota Racing Development. You have your different drive modes, first time in a Tundra, and the ability to go into crawl control and your 4x4 system, which is nice. Really easy to do right here. You got a nice little tray, and what's gonna be perfect for this is you'll be able to put your Planters peanuts. In here is where you could keep, maybe some secret mementos from high school, maybe your girlfriend's class ring that you never gave back. Just make sure that if you're married, nobody sees that. Slide that back. What do we got? We got the Twinkies in the Twinkie holder. Obviously, somebody who's been in here before I was is a very smart cookie. You flip it open, USB-C, USB-A, enough room to where you could actually get a Twinkie cake. If you go to Publix and say, give me the Rady's Ride special, they will make you a Twinkie cake. It's about the size of a Nerf football, and that's about the room that you have. And then Steven is gonna be eating that once we're done. Seats, the leather, the stitching, TRD Pro embroidery. Love the way they do the camo-tech, full electric assist for the passenger, for the driver. Does it have a panoramic sunroof? Duh. Look up, I have the shade open for you so you can see all that great sky, not a sunny day here in Florida. And then, of course, we have our digital rear view mirror. I wonder who's sitting there spying on us. Right now, somebody's sitting in there. Probably the person that wants the Twinkies back that put them in this truck. And then you just turn it right back to a mirror. But why don't you come on over here to the business end? I want to show you behind this leather wrap steering wheel and show you the digital gauge cluster in this TRD Pro. All right, guys, business time. You do get 2 memory seat settings, and I like the way you have your aluminum brake pedal and throttle. Nice large dead pedal underneath our Tundra TRD Pro all-weather floor mats. That's worth an additional 5 horsepower. We got our seat controls, perfect for the lower lumbar. And then you'll notice over here on this panel, this is going to be for your heated steering wheel, that TRD light bar. Just so you know, to turn that on, you do have to have the high beams on. That'll really blast some light in somebody's rear view mirror. And then the steering wheel, manual tilting and telescoping, but I do like the leather, especially with the red leather top dead center, the TRD logo, some simulated stitching on the horn button, and then look at that display. Clear as can be. And we have our different modes, sport, normal, and eco. So nice to have those different functionalities with the display. And the thing that I like about the digital gauge cluster is that it gives you a boost gauge. It lets you know where you are with your charge for your hybrid system. All those goodies. I think the one thing I'm missing that I'm gonna zonk is that there's not a head-up display. But let's get in the back seat and see if your passengers are gonna enjoy sitting there as you go on throttle, on road, and off-road in this TRD Pro. All right, guys, backseat time. And I don't know any full-size truck that doesn't give you enough room in the back seat. I think if you don't have enough room in the back seat of a full-size truck, you're probably not sitting in a full-size truck. You're probably sitting in a mid-size truck, or maybe not even sitting in a truck at all. Who knows? But you do have the soft material all the way around. Nice large pockets. Easily get 4 Einstein bagels and tell them to double smear it with some extra cream cheese, not cottage cheese. I was gonna say cottage. Well, you can put cottage cheese on your bagel. That's your preference, but tell them to do the Rady's Rides double smear. Double the cream cheese. Of course, you have a little bit of a command center, 2 cup holders. You have your AC vents. We got a nice little Twinkie tray, off-road Twinkies only, with the hot chocolate fudge in the center. USB C's and A's. That's a C, that's an A. And then this is a home power source. Over here, I got my own pocket. Of course, I always want to be prepared, so I have the Toyota first aid kit. This is gonna have Band-Aids that have little Tundras on them and all sorts of, bandages and everything else. Maybe you got like a little doctor's kit to where you could operate on somebody if you need to. But here I am, 6 feet tall, plenty of room up front, plenty of room out back. Pull this bad boy down. Charmin Soft, another area to put 2 drinks or one of those pickles in a bag that you get at the weird gas stations on a road trip. And then the seats are fantastic. But while we go ahead, it's that time. Let's go on throttle in this Tundra. All right, guys, we are behind the wheel of this Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, redesigned, iForce Max. I know there's been a lot of debate on whether they should have kept the V8. But I really feel once you get behind the wheel of one of these, they just up the ante on the Tundra. The interior is phenomenal. I actually like the interior better in the Tundra than I do in the Ford Raptor. And then of course, when we're looking at performance, it's interesting because you look at the horsepower number, it's a little less than the Raptor, but look at the torque. It's more than the Raptor. And that's really where things get very interesting. But I'm gonna go ahead, and once I pass this little dirt exit area, we're going to go on throttle here from a dead stop. Have it in sport mode. Are you ready? On throttle, here we go. Nice shifts from that 10-speed automatic. Obviously, this is not a corner carver, but that Fox suspension does a great job with the compression and rebound damping. Visibility is phenomenal. I just would like a little bit more functionality out of those black things on the hood. They look good. Just give me a little functionality, a little bit of heat extractor, because that a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 is going to build a lot of heat. And I know they got plenty of cooling on this thing. It just would have been that little cherry on top of the sundae. Give me a sundae. I love sundaes. But when you put a cherry on top, it's just that much nicer. You feel a little special. But driving this truck, very easy with all the great technology we have. You got that massive 14-inch screen. It's nicely integrated. And if you like bragging to your friends, because yours is bigger, this infotainment system is bigger than the one in the Raptor. Raptor's a 12-inch. This is a 14-inch. And guess what? Every inch matters. Now, when you get on throttle, you got that great tachometer, you got your boost gauge, your max gauge for the hybrid power. And that's the nice thing about this truck, is that unlike the Raptor, with the electric motor, it kind of fills in the void of where there's gonna be a little bit of boost lag. And that's what gives you that greater oomph off the line, especially with the amount of torque that this thing has. And then of course, you know that Toyota has gone through every nook and cranny on this thing to keep it as reliable as people are gonna expect from the brand. On throttle, here we go. Drops down, we're off. Now you do have sound that's pumped in, but to be honest with you, I think they did a good job of kind of masking with that pumped in sound that this is a twin turbo V6 rather than a V8. And that's not always the case with Toyota vehicles. But as you can see, driving it, I'm very confident in how it handles. I feel comfortable. I'm not white knuckling the steering wheel in some full-size truck. It feels really, really good. You just got to ask yourself, at this price point, is a Raptor worth another, say, 15 to 20 grand above the price of this Tundra TRD Pro? Yes, you heard correctly, 15 to 20 grand more. But really holds the line nicely through this right-hand sweeper. And the seats are great. I mean, first time ever in the history of the TRD Pro, we got heated and ventilated seats. And that's how it comes. You don't have to worry about speccing it more. But I'm really, really digging what Toyota has done with the TRD Pro. And I'm digging also with the couple touches that Dream Giveaway Garage did with this particular one, especially with the graphics on the side. I think it really just helps the whole truck come alive. But let's go ahead, let's go on throttle one more time. I'm actually gonna use the shifter to shift with in manual shift mode. Let's put it into first gear would be nice. Are you ready? I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Brake and traction a little bit. You definitely gotta shift well before that red line. So a little bit of lag, and I think most people are gonna utilize that for when maybe they're trailering or they're rock crawling. Not so much, this isn't a drag race truck, so I'm not too concerned about that delay. But other than that, having all the information, having all the great tech, and the fit and finish here in this truck is second to none. I really think it's a major standout. But let's go ahead, let's get back to Dream Giveaway Garage and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. Hi guys, it's been one of those sun-kissed kind of days here at Dream Giveaway Garage. Definitely want to thank Lori, Ryan, Chris, the whole crew getting us access to this solar octane TRD Pro Tundra. Remember, use the Radies Rise promo code, spend $25 or more, you get double the giveaway chances. But let me know what you think. Are you digging the TRD Pro for your best, your favorite off-road full-size truck, or do you want to go and get the Ford Raptor? Let me know down in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rise family. Of course, we need to give it up to Stephen Flood Photography. He felt like today he filmed his own truck because guess what? Stephen is vying to win this. He's got his giveaway chances. Steven, good luck. May the force be with you, and we'll see what happens in just about 40 short days. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.